Hello, with your CIGTV News Update, I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us. Just ahead, today's government and community news and your weather forecast. The Cayman Islands Fire Service has welcomed their new interim chief officer, Mr. Paul Walker, joined the team in early September, and here he tells us about some of the things that are happening in the fire service.
With lots going on, we've gone through a procurement process and we're going to get some world-class fire trucks which will be delivered next year. There's also new personal protective equipment for all of our firefighting staff, bringing them up to date there. And we've got some state-of-the-art new breathing apparatus arriving in the service shortly, and some excellent new cutting gear that's battery operated and will really support our operations at road traffic collisions, which seem quite prevalent, and road safety will be a priority for the service. So from me, it's a huge thanks to Deputy Chief Elliott, Deputy Chief Charlton and Deputy Chief Ebanks, as well as the senior management teams for all that they've done in that intervening period before I've taken up my role as the interim fire chief.
Well, Mr. Walker accepted his new position on an interim 12-month basis, while the three recently appointed Deputy Chief Fire Officers continue with their individualized plans for professional development. Mr. Walker served as the Chief Fire Officer for the Cornwall Fire and Rescue Service in the United Kingdom for 5 years, after successfully completing 5 years in the role of Deputy Chief Officer within the same service. Well, downtown Georgetown was alive with people, food, and great entertainment on Saturday. Cardinal Avenue was abuzz with more than 1,200 residents and visitors of all ages who went out to enjoy the first Street Food Festival, which is part of the Saturday Night Live series of events. Sponsored and supported by and held by the Georgetown Revitalization Initiative, organized by the Live Street Food Festival team, it included 24 restaurants, stalls, and food trucks. And anyone who enjoys food was able to indulge in all types of street food from countries around the world. Georgetown Revitalization Manager Mr. Colin Lumsden says they're hoping to have the Saturday Night Live in Georgetown every month, although they won't all be on the same scale as the Live Street Food Festival held on Saturday. Well, Minister of Infrastructure, the Honorable Joseph Hugh, recently held an emergency interagency meeting to discuss solutions to the traffic congestion issues affecting the eastern districts across Grand Cayman. Attendees at the meeting included representatives from the Ministries of Infrastructure and Education, as well as the Department of Education, National Roads Authority, the portfolio of the Civil Service, and the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service. The goal of the meeting is to find short and medium-term solutions as they continue on track with long-term plans. Many ideas were shared during this meeting. We'll keep you posted on any updates. Well, according to the Economics and Statistics Office, this news now from Radio Cayman, the Cayman Islands populations report released in late 2018 showed that at the end of 2017, the population in the Cayman Islands had reached 65,413 people. Meantime, 11 lucky ICCI students recently found themselves amongst tech giants in Silicon Valley, California, where they met with industry leaders from Google, Facebook, and Stanford University and discussed technology, science, and the impact they have on the world. And Governor Martin Roper says it was a privilege to attend the Big Shave and meet so many brave individuals and families dealing with childhood cancer at the recent Hannah's Heroes and St. Baldrick's Foundation fundraiser. Finally, let's take a look at today's weather forecast for our area from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. A broad area of low pressure across the Western Caribbean will continue to support light winds and seas, along with isolated showers and possible thunder across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours. Taking a look at our forecast for today, it called for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder. Winds were variable, turning northwest at 5 to 10 knots, while seas are smooth to slight with wave heights of less than 2 feet. For additional weather information, you can visit the Weather Services website. That's weather.gov.ky. The latest forecast also can be found on their Facebook page, as well as the weather radio dial 107.9 FM. And don't forget, you can download the National Weather Services app, CINWS, to have the latest weather information at your fingertips. And that's the latest from us here at the CIG Television. If you'd like to know more about what's on our programming, you can go to gis.gov.ky. Also, for the latest in our news, you can check out the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, thanking you for joining me, wishing you a wonderful and safe night, and hoping you'll join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Do you have a business in the tourism industry? The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism wants you to get listed on their website. Visit CaymanIslands.com. It's absolutely free and will give your business added exposure on the #1 visited tourism site for the Cayman Islands. Learn more and get listed at www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. That's www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. Deadline is August 15th for all submissions. Don't wait. Sign up today.
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1. Use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land, stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing, all!